Rivers State and the demolition of hotels in the state. Governor Winke, good to have you join us and welcome to the AIT News Hour.
Thank you very much.
Let me go straight to the report that you just saw, where we have some members, some residents of your state who have condemned the demolition of hotels in the state. Reactions, we have seen reactions everywhere. Some are not very happy with you about that. So please tell us, after this nationwide condemnation, those, even some from your support base, do not seem to be in support of that action. Do you regret the decision you made to demolish these hotels?
Well, with all due respect, I do not regret the decision we took at the Security Council that we're going to demolish the hotels. Now, you know, in Nigeria, so many people jump into issues without knowing the facts or having the facts at the background. We always act on sentiment, we always act on the emotions. Of course, I understand that. Take, for example, when we signed the kidnappers law that we said, look, if anybody, any kidnapper who owns a building, and we find out that that building belongs to a kidnapper, the government was going to destroy such buildings, we didn't see any of such reaction. We're talking about life and death. And what happened in this case? It's unfortunate. I just watched the video. And I hope you are also going to show the video of those that were named. We are talking about protecting lives and property. It's not in my place. I can't be a happy man that I want people to be unemployed. I can't be a happy man that people's property have been destroyed. When I'm talking about life, you cannot take people's life simply because you do not want to obey the order. Now, this COVID-19, we have tried as a state. Now look, see what is happening in other states. This state was the first state that locked down the borders. So many people were shouting, are you a country to lock down the borders? But I'm happy today. People are seeing what we cried earlier, that if we do not do this, the number you see in River State will be something else, and we may not have the capacity to contain it. And therefore, there is the need for us, to say, lock down our borders, let us not have the influx of people coming in, so we'll be able to contain those who are inside our state. Now, we have signed executive orders. This is executive order 7. And we told people, whether we are wrong or where we are right, that is a matter of the court to decide. So many people practice law on social media. So many people practice law on pages of newspapers. So many people are human rights activists based on when they go to channels or come to the newspapers to talk. I cannot say that what I have done, as far as I'm concerned, I can say what I have done, that was right, because it was a Security Council decision. But I may be wrong. Let the court pronounce that I was wrong, or the Security Council was wrong. It's a different matter. But then what happened? I called all traditional rulers. I called all chairmen of councils. Listen, the index number we have, for what it has shown, more of these index numbers are from hotels. So what do? Let us shut down the hotels for now and find out how the number will increase. If it increases, and with what we have, we're not okay, it comes from the hotels as we have been given the numbers. But if it's not so, we don't know what to do. So Security Council met. It's okay. This is what we're going to do. And we announced to several years, look, don't do this. And you can't believe it. People are always sentimental. People are always emotional. People capitalize on politics. Even those who preach that what to do was wrong. They're based in Lagos. They're based in Abuja. Now, we sent in our task force to all the local government. Look, go to all the hotels. This is what has happened. The executive order said, do not operate for some time now. And what happened? They beat them, they maimed them, they shot on guns, and you're the governor. And somebody would just look at the picture. I don't even know whether they will survive tomorrow or not. Look at what they did to them. And who did this? Who was responsible for this? A man, with all due respect to you, it's even embarrassing to me. A PTB youth leader in that local government was responsible for this. To say nobody can direct him on what to do. But he has the powers. He has the right to maim other people, to shoot them. Look at them lying down in the hospitals. Nobody knows what tomorrow will be.
Governor Winke, with due respect to you, we do understand that there's an issue of human rights there. However, I want to take you back to the demolition of the hotel. We're looking, a lot of states are looking at the post-COVID-19 economies of their state. Don't you think that there could have been, other measures that you could have taken against defaulters? Maybe seizure of such property, for instance, would have helped to deter others.
Okay, let me tell you, that is why I said Nigerians, you see, Nigerians, we forgot yesterday. You're talking about seizure. If I seize the hotel, does it not belong to the state? If it belongs to the state, don't I have the right to not demolish what belongs to the state? Assuming what you are saying. I'm talking about life. Look at people in the hospital that were shot. And you're telling me you don't consider another measure of whether seizing the hotel. Let's even concede to that. The state government, okay, we have seized the hotel. But do we have right to say, okay, demolish it, since it's not our property? Let us put some other things there. And people should take life very important. Look at human beings in the hospital. You have the right to carry gun. You have the right to carry a knife, to kill people, simply because they said, don't do this. And you shot them.
Is the decision to demolish a retaliatory, move, or is it to deal with those who have erred on the side of the law?
No, first of all, it's not retaliatory. What we're saying is that, listen, we have said, if you violate, we will have to demolish. Now, we have even gone beyond. Somebody is now killing people, government officers, who are working. Their lives are in danger. Somebody has gone to call them that. Somebody has gone to shoot them. And then you are saying, as a responsible government, you fold your hands and to say, look, okay, what you should do is to say, okay, look, let us go and seize. Okay, assuming you even confiscate, whose property is it? It's not government property. Do you know, as a governor, for the first time in my life, I never knew that there could be a hotel in such a place. These are areas where kidnappers even will go and kill people who they have kidnapped. You can't believe it. You can't believe it. I'm a Rivers person. I'm a grassroots politician. I never knew in my life that there could be a hotel there. But I thank God I had to go. Even when we were going, I was asking my people, where are we going to? They said, look, okay, we were going. Where were we going to? If you see where this hotel was, when people are shouting, you can't believe it. Look at the number. Do you know the boy? I didn't even understand that this boy had been declared wanted 3 years ago. Unknown to me, 3 years ago. His leg is amputated 3 years ago. And he said, look, nobody can stop him from operating this hotel. As the youth leader of the, would do respect my own party. Assuming it was another party. People would have said, because it was another party. This person local government was inaugurated 2 days ago. And look at the mayhem. Look at what had happened. Now, are you telling me that today, if tomorrow we wake up, those guys are dead? What would you say? I say that I'm a responsible governor?
Governor, yes, Before we let you go, we would like to hear what else you have to tell the people of Rivers State during this lockdown. We are aware that your government, your administration has continued to distribute palliatives across the state. How far and how long do you think that is sustainable? And your words to people of your state as we round off.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity. And that's what is good. When something happens like this, you give the other people the opportunity and hear from them. As far as the palliative is concerned, I was the first governor, and I said so, who started this palliative on our own. People criticize, oh, it was the party. I said, how party? It's okay. Bring in the media, bring in the civil society, bring in the clergy. Let them be party to this palliative. And I can tell you today, in all the local government areas, people are happy of what we have done. We are not saying that what we are giving is enough to solve the problem of poverty. No, that's not the truth. If you like, give people food every day. That cannot solve the problem of poverty. But that would be able to cushion the effect of the suffering. And that's what we are saying. And we are saying that, look, for us, I have told the traditional rulers, the president of America United said he's releasing $3 billion, telling all the farmers whatever they produce can no longer be exported, that the American government will buy them off. We have also said to all the farmers in Rivers State, all the produce will buy them off. First of all, having bought them off, that has helped you not to lose anything, but then we also take it and feed people.
All right, Governor.
Our prayer is that, look, God will help us. God will help us to see that we come out of this COVID-19. But
we say amen to that, Governor Winke. We really have to go. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of time. We want to thank you very much for joining us. Rivers State Governor Winke, he joins us as we spoke about the issues surrounding the lockdown and the demolition of the hotels in Rivers State. Thank you again for your time, and we wish you all the best, Governor.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.